Hello everyone, welcome to another episode from Ampro Engineering. We've been doing a lot of work on the Tamiya Bruiser re-release lately, and although this is the P407, they are nearly carbon copies of each other. So some of the issues that I've had with not only my original Bruiser, but with the modern re-release Bruiser have already been addressed, but there's always been one glaring issue. Let's pull the body off, and pardon mine because there's lots of wires that I've fortunately already disconnected. On my original Bruiser, I was always surprised that the 4,000 milliamp battery sat in this area right here with really no good way of holding it down. And to my surprise, when I got the P407, I noticed that, yes, the battery tray has been different, and looking at the genuine re-release images, it does appear that they've given a more modern sized battery tray. But I cannot understand how, after spending $1,200 on a genuine Bruiser, you are expected to hold your battery down with a rubber band. I'm sorry, that's not acceptable. What we're going to do now is fix that. Step one, take it out. There are 4 screws that hold it into place. And once you've gotten it out, yell at it for about 5 minutes, and then we'll pick up at this next part. Once you're done belittling the battery holder, we're going to take these Ampro parts. There are 2 main components and 4 little retaining clips. This main component here is going to drop right onto the battery case, and it has little lips on this outside and on this outside, but not on the sides, as I wanted to narrow down the profile. And that is going to simply sit right there. And you can see the little notch in the front. And then we're going to have this holder on top. This holder will pivot like so and enclose the battery case. The inside height from the bottom of the battery case to the top of the new door is 25 millimeters, or roughly 1 inch. As you can see, with this hard case battery, we'll just drop that right in there, and it'll have no problem staying put. I've also seen quite a number of hard case batteries that have the positive and negative ports on the top, and that is why you can see that the case doesn't have anything on the front. It'll allow you to leverage those ports there. To install this, you're going to want to take each one of these retainers, tap these with an M3 machine tap, and then go ahead and just slot them just like that. It'll just clip right underneath there. And when you put the top on it, you're going to see that the holes will line up. There is a small gap. There's no need to torque these down to close that gap. That gap is there to fill any manufacturing imperfections. Go ahead and use an M3 machine screw to hold all 4 of these clips down, and then we'll put the lid on. And when you are done installing all 4, you'll have this assembly here. And next, we want to install the door. To install the door, you're going to want to run a 2.5 millimeter drill bit through this hole coming in from this direction here. Obviously, I probably won't be able to do it from the other side. And then again, a 2.5 millimeter in from this direction. This hole here is 3 millimeters, as is this hole. The 2 outer ones are the ones that are going to be tapped. I'm going to use a 16 millimeter screw. And remember, it only threads into the outer one. Okay, when it comes to a stop, it's done. Put the other side in next. Just note that on this side here, you may need to remove this inner screw to put this screw in here. The clearance was quite tight because I wanted to get this hinge as far out as I possibly could. And with that, we have an operational door. Okay, now that the battery box has been reinstalled, we can take any battery. This is a lithium polymer in a soft case. Just make sure that the cables are going out where they're supposed to. Flip it over, and there you go. Open this back up again. Another soft case lithium polymer battery. This one, however, does have the wires that are not coming out of the top, but out of the side. And because it's a little bit shorter, actually, I wonder if this can you see on the top. Look at that. Cool. Now, please remember, this is designed to fit a battery no thicker than 25 millimeters. So if it's greater than that, this door will not close. Should a taller one be necessary, please let me know. However, I do not believe that a taller one is going to provide much benefit, especially given the fact that taller also means more material, which will drive the cost up. Allow me to zoom in a little bit here. As you can see, you can use a standard body pin through this post here. There are 2 of them, and that will secure the lid down and lock your battery into place. Now we can toss the body on. So the body has been put back on. There are no interference issues. And again, my main concern is that with the seat bucket installed, as well as various items passing underneath the body, for example, this one's got a full light kit, which means there's quite a number of wires that are passing near the seat. I wanted to minimize that size as much as possible. But again, if a larger battery compartment is going to prove beneficial, please let me know, and a taller one may be in our future. This is currently not compatible with the original Bruiser, as the original Bruiser has a slightly different design to accommodate the larger 4,000 milliamp battery, which kind of sat right in here. Anyway, folks, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this upgrade for our shameless ripoff, and we'll see you next time.